Hello and welcome to the first episode of the You Know What podcast. My name is Karthik, and as I've introduced myself in the previous episode, I'm your host. And on this podcast, I have a very close friend of mine, Anand Kumar, who is a fitness enthusiast. So on this episode, I thought I could have him, and we'll talk about fitness and how it is very important for everybody to work out. Hey man,
What's up?
how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
ये चलता रहेगा अभी. Let's just get straight to the point. Yeah. So before the podcast, we were talking about, and we were talking about how working out is a very essential part of every person, and every person should be working out. Yeah. And just before the recording, we were talking about how working out is just not lifting weights.
Yeah, definitely. Because what people think is working out. When I say you gotta work out, you gotta take care of yourself. The first thing they do is they were like, okay, so I'll just join a gym. I'll hit some weights. I'll make sure that I lift a lot of weights. I drink a lot of protein, and everything is sorted. But it's not like that. Working out doesn't mean only sticking to your regular gym or gym movements. Being active throughout the day, that's more important. What happens is people go 1 hour to the gym, and they do shoulder, whatever they want to do. And the whole day they either have a desk job or they just sit, so they don't do anything else. So that's not actually being functional. So my whole thing is like, if you're functional, then you're good to go. So being functional is more important, and there's a small definition of being functional. So if you can do certain movements without injuring yourself, if you're using multiple joints while you're doing, if you're able to lift, bend, throw, push, pull in a very safe way, that's being functional. So that we as human beings, our primal movements are these movements. So a lot of people, if you see, would be running straight, would not do activities which are multiplanar. Multiplanar as in not twisting around, lifting something crossways. Yeah. So these things, when you see a boxer, he doesn't punch only the straight way. He has to give a hook. So there's so many things that are involved. Now, being functional is what I mean by working out. And you have to be functional throughout the day.
And that gives you momentum, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I wanted to ask that do you really need a gym to have a fit body?
That's what everybody is like actually pinning it on. Like a lot of fitness centers are coming in because that's the selling point. So, and again, there are a lot of fitness not freaks. There are fitness influencers online who are giving out plans throughout the month, throughout the week, throughout the year, which says mainly that you can work out anywhere. So we don't need a specific equipment to move well. You can move freely. You can use free weights. You can use your body weights. First, master your body. That's the first step. If you don't understand your body, which is really difficult, but you have to try. If you master your body, if you understand your body, if you talk to your body, if you take care of your body, that's the first step.
So it's not key if I want to make my body better, it's not key just go to the gym.
No.
First understand your body, and then there's a process that goes on.
Yes, because when you go to the gym, the first thing that you will get influenced by a lot of people. One is the receptionist, the other person is the trainer, the other person who's working out with you, the other person who is having a beefed up body, who's looking shredded, who's having abs. Again, the few people have a motivation if they're surrounded by girls. So there are different motivations, which makes them go to the gym. So you get a point, right? That's important.
That's step number 2, right?
Yeah.
Once you have understood your body. So what
step number 1 takes a lot of time. But because when you're applying step number 1, you need to be patient, number 1, because you have, again, when you're doing these kind of things, you have to be doing it under supervision of somebody who knows, and that doesn't have to be a trainer as such. Because yeah, definitely he should know if he's a certified professional, great. But again, a certified professional would charge. So as teenagers, a lot of people like I have seen who are not able to pay. They see YouTube videos, they try it out. They mess up a lot of times, but apparently they just understand and they just start doing it.
So, if since you are a trainer and you train like people for your living,
Yeah.
what do you think would be the smartest or the best way to build a routine? Because every person I've seen who works out, it's about routine making. It's not about you do it once, lift 100 kgs
To make
and
it
you
a
do
habit. To make it a
Yes.
habit.
So, what would be the best ways to make a routine, and also what would be the ways to make a proper workout? What would be the smartest workout?
Okay, so the thing is, I won't elaborate it. The only one thing that everybody should remember is everybody has a different schedule. So if you're in a corporate job, you will have a 9 to 5 job. So there's a timing that you can either work out in the morning or you can be functional in the morning. You can work out post your work. So you can set your routine which actually helps or suits your timing. So you don't have to like change everything according to just like if you want to do something, you don't have to like completely change your routine. Just make sure that it should the workout routine should set in your time schedule. So you don't have to rush away, create a separate schedule.
So understanding your schedule, and
Schedule
then
is important.
putting your workout.
Yes. So for example, if a few people are like they work out in the night. The few people have their work schedule at night. So they have like they go to the call center, go to the call center at 9 o'clock, and they get free in the morning 6 o'clock. So now they're completely tired, and this is a complete different timing. So they can come home, they can take power naps, not like sleep completely for 8-10 hours. You can sleep for 2 hours, get up, have a breakfast, sleep for 3 hours, get up, get fresh. This is what will help you. This is what I feel.
This podcast is basically for call center workers.
Yes. Not only them. No, because I do get a lot of questions, and most of the people who ask these questions are from have a very hectic schedule, or they are night owls.
So, what do you think the best time is to work out? Night or morning?
There's no specific timing for anything.
You don't think that's
I don't think, because see, when I work out, I actually mix and match. Sometimes I work out in the morning, and then suddenly I work out in the evening, and then next day morning again I work out. So the rest time might change or reduce. So I experiment, and sometimes it's like it's great for my performance. It increases my performance. The rest timing, when the rest time is shorter, it also impacts my body, but in a good way. I make sure that I don't go heavy, I don't go hard on myself. So you have to see which time suits you. Let's say if you get up in the morning and you're like really sleepy, and the exact time is like you get up, you get fresh, and you leave for office, or you get up, you go for a jog, you come back, get fresh, and then you can go. And in the evening you can go hit the gym. So yeah, you can mix and match. Again, you can go in the morning and you can do lifting.
Experimentation.
Basically. So whatever suits you, try it out. And that suiting will take time to experiment, not a regular routine, like go to the gym, do a certain set of routines.
So since you are into fitness and you're into CrossFit, and not more everybody is into fitness and they don't want to make a lot of it. So what would be the best or the smartest way for a normal person to work out? What would be a functional normal workout include? If somebody's listening to this, they can follow that. What would you think?
Yeah, you start off with bodyweight exercises. So everybody knows what bodyweight exercises. You have push-ups, you have pull-ups. Pull-ups, you don't need a bar. If you have a sunshade just outside your home or a window. Anything you can hang from. You can just hang, get used to that. And then you do a pull-up. Then there's squats, lunges. You can do burpees, you can do sit-ups. Now, these things you might get bored of, but make it interesting, make it impactful. Like let's say you go to a park and you use a bench, so you do a burpee and then you jump on the bench, you do a squat again.
You do this right on your Instagram. I see a lot of weird
I do
workouts.
Weird workouts. People say that. So I would term it as unconventional fitness.
That should keep it interesting to yourself?
No, not really. There's a small reason behind it. What happened is like January, was in rehab because I injured myself. So I was in rehab and I have cervical. So the whole thing started from there. So there was a enlightened kind of phase. So what happened was I was in rehab. The doc said like, your stabilizer muscles are weak. I was clueless. I was like, okay, I know what mobilizers are. I know a little bit of stabilizing muscles, but I was like, okay. Then I started researching about it, like because by the end, I have to take care of myself. Again, the question is that because when I take care of myself, I can make sure that when any client who comes to me with the same kind of issue or similar issue, I can tell them that this is what you have to do. So first I have to apply it on myself. I started researching. I understood what stabilizers are, what stabilizing muscles are, how to use those muscles, what are the benefits, how to make sure that these muscles are properly active. It took me time. Whatever you're seeing right now, it's 6 to 8 months of practice, understanding my body. Because if I don't understand my body, I would injure myself. Because
coming back to the point, that you should understand your body.
Yeah, because few movements might be asymmetrical where I will be using it in a different angle completely. Asymmetrical loading, like I would be loading one hand with a dumbbell and the other hand will be down holding something else. So many things will come in the picture. So that's why I started researching and I started applying it in my workouts. First, it was not in my workout schedule. I used to add it either post workout or I used to add post my warm up. Okay. So I used to practice one step at a time.
And that's what.
Yes. Now, whatever you're seeing on my feed is just a byproduct of that.
So we discussed for a normal person body weight exercises and what would be the next way, body weight, and
then the next progression is adding an external weight. Now let's say like as simple as when you're doing you can use any stone, you can use a chair for a shoulder press. Okay, so you can use a suitcase for just holding the suitcase and doing a squat. You can hold the suitcase behind. So you can use, if you can fold a mat, okay, whatever mattress, you can hold it on one side. So you see now when I'm telling this to you, your eyes are like wide open. It's like, oh great, love. So this is what everything. There is weight training around, like equipments are around
your house. You just
equipments. Equipment doesn't mean machines. Okay, that's my definition. You don't need a specific equipment to do a certain movement. Okay, so when I was traveling, I had I just asked one of my relatives, do you have a suitcase or do you have a cylinder? So they were like, okay, wait, why? I was like, okay, give me, I need to work out. So I took the cylinder, I kept it on my back. I started doing squats. I started holding it. I started doing press. I started lying on the floor. I started doing bench presses. So it's not innovation. It's not like creativity. It's just that, okay, in real life scenario, I will not take a grocery bag and do bicep curls and show it to my friends.
Obviously.
I need to have certain strength where I have to lift something from the floor, take it on my shoulder and keep it overhead.
That's basic functional things to do.
That's it. You got it.
Coming back to the functional thing.
Movement.
And here's what I really wanted to cover also. Was that now, we have covered so many points, right?
Yeah.
We have to from understanding a body, then building a routine, and then having these things. But all of that things comes from the basic aspect of motivation.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? And you had an interesting point about how you need motivation from inside, apart from outside.
Yeah. So it's like I believe in self-motivation. So I am a person who like works out alone in the morning. So I get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30. So I hit the CrossFit box. So CrossFit gym, a CrossFit gym is called a box. Okay, so I go to the box, I get fresh, I warm up. Like 4:30, I start working out, and when I'm alone, that's a complete different scenario. Because two things: one, I don't have anybody who can discourage me, demotivate me, and tell me that you can't do this. So whatever I'm applying, whatever it's happening, whatever I win, whatever I lose, if I feel I succeed, it's on me. So that's how I start. So I don't need to listen to motivational videos, watch motivational videos.
Those are extra things.
Yeah, those are extra things. The first step, like I believe in one step at a time. Every step has a major meaning, like a main reason why you start. So first thing is, why are you starting? Why are you doing this? First question is this for anybody who wants to get into fitness, not as a trainer. Why do you want to do it? First thing, if you can answer it like, no, I want to do it. Yeah, there are different kind of things. Somebody will say, like, I need to look hot because my Instagram.
That's their personal.
Yes,
thing.
yeah. I want to become an Instagram celebrity. Yeah, great, you can do it. So I want to look good for like certain functions. I want to look good for my girlfriend. I want to look good just for myself.
The first step is why.
Yes, why? And it should be a legit why, which will help you sustain for a longer time. It's not like, okay, like I have a function at home and I have to get shredded lean in like 6 months, and after that function I am like good to go. At that function itself I'll start eating. No, it's not.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's nice. That's a basic thing. So why are you starting it? Next is self-motivation. That's the next step. Self-motivation. That's where everybody lacks. You need a trainer to guide you, tell you the workouts, what to eat, how to eat. That's great. What you're putting inside your body. Why are you putting those stuff in your body? Is it helpful? Not. But what you have to do is, you are going to do those things. Like that trainer is going to be with you for like around 1 hour, 1.5 hours a day. The other
23 hours.
Yes, 22, 23 hours. You are alone. You're by yourself.
So be your own trainer.
Yes. So, or not be your own trainer, I would say like be your companion, be your best buddy.
Who looks
who is very critical, like a critic who says, okay, like, no, this is not right, what you're putting inside your body is not right. Your body starts responding. Because see, I'd say before I used to booze, before I used to smoke, like 2-3 years back. Now, when I go like occasional, like not even occasionally, when I like booze, even a sip, even a pint of beer, my body starts rejecting it. It's like, what are you putting inside your body? My body starts to talk to me.
Because you're putting in the work, right?
Yeah.
Even your body logically.
Yes,
you're
it's
working
like
this much.
there is something that is wrong what you're putting. Like, this is not my food. This is not what is going to, this is not what makes me happy. My body starts responding.
Again, understanding your body.
Yes. And you have to talk to your body. You have to. Yeah, it might be, sometimes people might be like, what is this? It's lame. No. You have to understand your body. You have to talk to your body.
Yeah, and like one of the biggest aspects of any kind of work, or especially with working out, is the discipline part of it, right?
Yeah.
To build, to sustain that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say, "Ki, I am tired. I have so much work." And I feel, and this is not exactly my point. I heard it on Joe Rogan's podcast, and you should definitely check that podcast as well. Where he says that if you can go and walk to the refrigerator, you can work out.
Yeah, definitely. See, these are all BS excuses, so I don't want to like go ahead and tell. See, if you say that you have work and you're working throughout the day and you don't have any time to get up and like go to the loo, go to the washroom at all, like you're so packed up with the work, very rarely you do it.
Yeah, who are you?
and you won't be taking a break for like around 1 hour a whole day, like including, obviously.
Don't give yourself too much attention, okay?
Yeah, there's no such thing as like I'm packed with so much of work. I have to do this, I have to do that. Dude, come on. Just listen to you. Look at yourself. Get up. Go to the mirror. Look at yourself.
You can always be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
There is no excuse for it.
You can. The only thing you have to remember is be patient and trust the process. People lose out. People miss out. They're like, no, I can't. It's so tough. Definitely it's going to be tough. It's definitely going to be
because you are looking for such a reward.
Yeah. Now tell me, when you're working, you have an office job, you have a desk job. There is competition there. There are certain time limits. There are certain time caps that you have to finish a certain amount of work. There are so many people competing. If you are getting out of that job, there are 10 people or 15, more than that people ready to get that job. So you are, if you step down, if you don't do your work, if you don't deliver on time, you will be out.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's what you have to understand. The same thing will happen to your body. So you have to put in the work too.
You have to be the best version of yourself.
Yes.
If you can.
Yeah.
And exactly, if you're at a desk job or something like that, you are working for a monetary benefit.
Yeah.
Here, you are getting a life benefit.
Yeah,
You are
definitely.
working out, you're being the best version of yourself.
And
You're
I
confident.
believe that, see, financial security is great, but if your mental health is not right, if you're physically not safe, sound, that's also makes a lot of difference.
Hmm. And we have talked about a lot of these things, but you know what I really want to know, and I wanted to know with this thing with every industry, is there a lot of these problems and all of these, oh, mujhe nahi karna, it's so expensive, is from the fitness industry. That's what I feel.
Okay.
What do you think that happens in the industry that is kind of toxic for the people who
No,
are
I'll tell
into?
you. I'll give you a small example. Now, there were a few clients of mine who used to crib for, like, if I used to tell them, "Okay, see, these are my charges. This is for monthly. This is for yearly. This is for 6 months, and this is per day. If you're not coming in, if you're attending only one session, these are the charges." They were like, "Oh, you're too expensive." Okay, cool. These are the people who go out on Fridays and spend around 20,000 a night
On Daru.
on a meal. Okay,
Uh-huh.
dude, on a meal. Trust me. Now, when you tell, and that is not even what I'm charging is not even there, not even half of their meal.
Hmm.
Okay, and these people are filthy rich.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then they are ready to go and see a celebrity getting transformed and try out the same try out the same diets.
I want to
And-
become like Alia Bhatt.
yeah,
Do your work.
I was like, huh, Ram Kapoor has lost so much weight. I have to. I was like, okay, there are different ways now. Celebrity gets paid to transform themselves. A celebrity will go through a lot of hectic process because that's his job.
Yeah.
That's his job.
And you can do that yourself. You can be your own celebrity.
Yeah, why are you looking at somebody else? People listen to celebrities when they say कि like अरे 6 बजे के बाद खाना नहीं चाहिए. When somebody says, you like अरे बराबर बोल रहा है, ऐसे ही होना चाहिए. हम लोग ना एक minute, don't you if somebody else is telling you, if your mom and dad are telling you कि no, you should eat on time, you should sleep on time, you won't listen. And when a person whom you look up to,
Does this?
yeah, they were like, "Arey, he's like, first time you're like, you get enlightened, you're like, no, I'll do the same thing." You start following that habit and everything.
Do you think this whole thing about how all these people are like protein khana hai, I want protein. All the gym trainers like do protein, eat protein, snort
Yeah.
protein, fart protein, just do protein. What is this thing?
I've seen an interview of Akshay Kumar where he says like everybody is becoming a product of a product. I loved that line. And he was like, I was like, yeah, great. Because see, what happens is, a simple thing is, when you're writing examination, you will get a paper. You have to fill that paper. After you finish that paper, if you have more things to write, that time you take an additional supplement. Now, that's what you have to remember. Proteins is an extra fitting. Okay, protein supplements are an extra fitting. You cannot or shouldn't make it as your meal.
So if you write in the supplement, तुम लोग fail हो गए.
Yeah.
Because you're not writing the main
नहीं हम लोग नहीं मेरे को वो 16 पेजेस का ये नहीं चाहिए, मेरे को सीधे 2 पेजेस का जो आता है ना वो सप्लीमेंट देना, मैं वही भरेगा. So
You can't.
yeah, you are like मैं भूखा है बट मेरे को कुछ खाना नहीं है, मेरे अंदर कुछ जाएगा नहीं, बट मैं just 2 scoop of protein shake with this का.
Yeah.
नहीं, you will just screw up your body. Your kidneys will like not process it. There's so many. I've seen a lot of teenagers going through a lot of shit. Not like in the coming days or in the coming months, the body starts responding. The side effects start to show up.
The protein.
Yeah.
I think we've covered almost all of we wanted to do, and it's almost your lunch time, which brings back to our last point I wanted to make.
Yeah.
About nutrition. क्या segue है ना, by the way.
I swear, dude. Like,
What a
that's really
segue.
cool.
No, but since we've covered motivation, weights, working out, nutrition is the most important aspect. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Because if you don't take care of what you're putting inside your body will not respond the way you want. Because obviously a lot of things come to like you are what you eat, your body responds, or it's very simple. That what you put inside your body, it will help you to it will help fueling your body for certain things, whatever your work is. Let's say if you're a cop, you have a desk job and you cannot eat like you shouldn't eat too much because the whole day you're not burning as many calories or as many fuel as possible. So the nutrition is very, very important, because just because you're like working out for 2 hours, 3 hours a day, or running 5-10 miles a day, it's not going to work unless and until you're taking care of your food. Food habits, very important. Uh, Taking care, even if you track your macros or calories, great. Now tracking, there are so many apps that come in the picture. So you can select any apps.
So you have to be smart about it.
Yeah, you should, like, it's not like, what I do is, like, this was a very weird thing which started. Now it's become a habit. Whenever I go to a grocery store, it's just inside my head. So when I go, I pick up something. I was like, I look at the nutritional facts, okay, like the grams of carbs, the sugar, and these kind of stuff. And packaged stuff I avoid completely, because I don't believe in that. Whole foods, fresh fruits, fresh food. These things are important.
And checking takes 10 seconds.
Yeah, man. That's also.
Just check.
These people don't have these 10 seconds also. Nah? In that 10 seconds, they'll be like, okay, let's go to McDonald's. There are a few of my clients are vegetarian. So when they ask me like, what is the best protein source, I'm like, okay, great. For vegetarians, you need to eat more to get that amount of calories in. Taking care of your protein is also important. So I don't recommend them protein shakes too much. I would make sure कि जितना तुम्हारे खाने में है उतना खा सकते हो. But these people go out a lot, and then they ask me कि what should I eat? So I say, go grab a thali, like a veg thali. Just if you can customize something, you can tell them, like, put less oil. You can remove the papad. You can put less of rice. You can add one chapati.
And these things add up.
Yeah, these things add up. Like, what I do is, when I go out and I have to eat something, me and my girlfriend, we share a non-veg thali. So now that has everything, and that that's filling for me.
Yeah.
So I don't need to like go and wait for a salad with a chicken.
Caesar salad.
Yeah, I don't want to. When I have a very simple meal, I will eat ghar ka sabzi, whatever mom is making. I'll have a little bit of rice with dal, with curd, chapati. I'll have a chai, whatever. But making sure that everything is good, everything is clean.
And this does not take time. Just Google what things are better for the dal.
But they have time to Google other stuff, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they don't want to do it. So there's a way. It's just a waste of our time talking to them. Like, you should Google and you should see the number of nutrition or calories or fats. They're like, no, I don't care. And then these people cut to 5 days or 5 years later, they'll be like, this celebrity lost weight. I have to go to detox. I have to start keto. I don't know. Like, this diet fad is completely bad. Like, we're talking about nutrition. The first thing is, like, stick to your zonal diet. Now, zone diet might differ in different India. It completely differs. North side would be different. South side would be different. Now, you have to see what is the best in your zone. So for South, the climate might be different.
They eat a lot of rice.
Yeah,
rice.
Yeah, rice. Not only rice, the vegetables, the
all
fruits.
these factors come into
play. The fruits. So stick to what? So you don't have to go to a South and it's like, nahi, मैं यही खाएगा. मैं यही खाता हूँ. नहीं, there might be so many things that is nutritious in that particular zone, which might suffice your calorie intake, will take care of your proteins, carbs, and fats.
Exactly. And if you're wondering why you should do this, because you become the better self. You become a better self of yourself. Version of yourself. You're much more confident.
Yeah.
This will trickle down to your everyday life. Once you have a discipline, you will be able to do it in every aspect. You have to
start off somewhere.
Exactly.
Right? So why not start by training yourself? Because if you see, you get a small puppy, you have to train that puppy
to become exactly.
Yeah, because or else that puppy will keep on shitting everywhere around you.
And that's why if you wonder, the most millionaires, they have a discipline. And if you see, a lot of millionaires work out on a regular basis, because not because they want to build a body, because it's part of a routine. All these things add up to a bigger.
Because I get pissed off. I get frustrated if I don't work out. If I don't do any kind of work. So if I'm not, so I work out throughout the week. My work schedule might be different. I might lift weights. I might do a lot of conditioning stuff. At some point, one day, I do active rest. So active rest might be, I might work on something that I'm weak at. So let's say I'll practice handstand holds. I'll practice handstand walk. I'll just do push-ups. I'll just focus on like holding squats. I'll work on my core. So very simple things. These simple things will make you grow. So
in terms of that, so I think I've covered a lot of things. So the first step is to understand your body.
Yeah.
That trickles down to you don't have to go to a gym.
Yeah.
Have a motivation. Ask yourself why you want to do this. Keep doing it. And then in the end, we discuss about how
it takes time. You have to trust the process. Please trust the process. And before your friends, your family might start seeing the results. And then that might also motivate you. See, there are different types of motivations. One is like you have to start somewhere. When you start putting in the effort, and there are results coming out. It might be like people start to observe, like if you met somebody post like 6 months, they'll be like, oh, you've lost weight, you're looking lean,
that just gives you confidence.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, there's something that is happening great, and that's a motivation for you. So that's great.
Yeah,
you don't have to have the same motivation that is motivating me or encouraging me.
You have your own. So basically, take it one step at a time.
Yes, that's. I
think we've had it for like 35 minutes. If you have some food and stuff like that.
It was fun.
Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next Friday with the second episode. Thank you so much and have a good day.